Greater Houston is home to many world religions. These religions and their houses of worship demonstrate the wonderful mosaic of faith and culture that brighten the tapestry of our community. Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston is proud to present this video series as a part of our mission to educate people and reduce stereotypes. This series is presented by the Interfaith Relations and Community Partnerships Department of Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston. It is also a celebration of the Brigitte and Bashar Kalai Plaza of Respect, located at Interfaith Ministries' main campus in Midtown Houston. Let's take a closer look at the elements of our houses of worship and work towards a better understanding of our religions and culture. Hindus are individuals who follow Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions, predominantly practiced in India and Nepal, but with followers worldwide. Hinduism encompasses a vast array of beliefs, practices, rituals, and philosophies, making it difficult to encapsulate in a single definition. Hindu temples and practices are diverse. This video offers a small glimpse into a part of the diverse community of Hindu temples and practices found in our city and around the world. Key aspects include the belief in reincarnation or karma, the law of cause and effect, dharma, one's duty or religious path, and the pursuit of moksha, liberation from the cycle of reincarnation. A Hindu temple, also known as a mandir, is a place of worship for Hindus. It serves as a sacred space where devotees can come to offer prayers, perform rituals, and seek spiritual guidance. Hindu temples vary in size and architectural style, but they may or may not feature a central sanctuary housing one or more murtis, images or statues of Hindu deities. Some temples feature deities and some do not. Both focus on rituals that may include offering flowers, fruits, ghee, incense, and prayers. Temples often host festivals, ceremonies, and community events serving as hubs for religious, cultural, and social activities within Hindu communities.
So please introduce yourself and tell us who you are and where we are.
My name is Tara Narasimhan. I have been in Houston for almost 42 years now, and I'm here with the Meenakshi Temple Society in Pearland, Texas. This is the first of its kind South Indian temple in North America, and it has existed from 1981.
Wonderful. And tell us, as a visitor to this temple, what can one expect when they enter the building, and tell us what they would encounter?
Yeah, thank you, Kim Mabry from Interfaith Ministries, for doing this wonderful project that you have taken up of getting people familiar with entering a Hindu temple, especially in the Houston area. We have 42 temples, and we have chosen this place as one of the beginnings of everything that has happened to our Hindu community. And we have this temple, as you enter, we first have our respects to take our shoes off. This is more environmental friendly. As you enter the temple, you will see a big pole stick, which is more like a flagstaff, which is special for every temple. So as you enter into the temple, you go round that particular flagstaff to enter the temple, where you see the main deities. And we have the main deity here in this temple as goddess Meenakshi. She is a southern part of a kingdom that was ruled many centuries back, and she is the prime deity of this temple also.
My name is Surya Nanda. I am the resident priest of the Arya Samaj temple.
So it's part of the Reform Hindu tradition, correct?
Yes, this is a movement to reform the present Hindu religion. The Arya Samaj is there to teach, educate people to go back their original scriptures and follow what their original scriptures preach them. And the original scriptures means the Vedas and the other Vedic literatures.
So, what will people notice as a difference when they walk into Arya Samaj compared to maybe some other Hindu temples they might go to?
Yeah, the first difference they will notice, if you go to any Hindu temple, you will find inside the temple a statue that normally Hindu people worship as the media or instrument to worship God. That you will not find in Arya Samaj temple. You will find a fire pit. In English, loosely you can say the fire service. Normally people offer ghee, the clarified butter, with the samagri, the mixture of herbs, with the recitation of Vedic hymns, praying God.
And what does the fire service, fire ceremony symbolize for you?
Yeah, fire ceremony or fire service, fire is just an instrument where whatever we offer, especially the clarified butter and the mixture of herbs or cooked food, that fire can burn. But normally we worship God. Whatever we are offering to God mentally. So if I'm offering someone who is not there, God cannot eat it. You know? So someone has to use it, or I will take back it. Yeah. So that's how we offer into the fire. The fire can burn whatever we are offering.
I am Sushma Mahajan, and we are in Arya Samaj, Greater Houston. That's where we are.
And tell me, this is your house of worship?
Yes.
And you've been a part of this community for how long?
Oh, ever since the inception of Arya Samaj here in Houston. It's in 1991. Actually, my father-in-law, who retired from India and came to live with us, saw that there was a need for educating our younger generation, or even people like us too, to more about Hindu religion.
So how is this community and this space for Arya Samaj, how does it form those truths for you? How is it a part of the cultural formation, the religious formation of the community?
It's part of Hindu religion. It's same, we all sing, the Vedic hymns which are in Sanskrit. Only emphasis in Arya Samaj is more educating the people what they're reciting, what it means, why they're reciting, and how. That's the only difference. The rituals are there like any other Hindu temple. We do rituals, but then there is an explanation why we do what we do.
How many gods or goddesses, are you referring to them as deities, are there in the religion, and how many are usually portrayed in any one temple?
It is the choice of what you kind of celebrate as the deity, and it is about, Hinduism is such a vast, spread out kind of a religion that has been there for centuries, and the temples are all built on that Agama Shastra, we call it, which is a scientific engineering kind of aspect of that development of that temple. So each temple varies. And in this particular temple, with goddess Meenakshi as our central deity, you will find three major principal deities that they are worshipped in this temple, which is Lord Shiva. He is also known as Sundareshwara. As I said, Shiva is supposed to be a very handsome person, and he is the deity that is called Sundara, which is beautiful. That's what it means. And on the other side, on the left of her, is her brother, Lord Vishnu, who is the protector of all the world and universe. Creator is Brahma. These three principal deities are the trinity of Hinduism. acceptance is there between all the other deities. You know, in front of Shiva, you will see a bull. And we have representation of some of these deities with a representation of an animal. We respect nature. And the 5 elements, which are Vayu, which is air, fire, which is Agni, water, which is Jala, and also Mother Earth and the space. These are the 5 elements. You will see all Hindus wear some kind of a mark on their forehead. This is nothing but a good, healthy kind of a thing. It is made of turmeric, the curcumin, and this is what we do also in the temple. We also offer it to the devotees who come in, and the option of taking it by themselves and putting it on their forehead is one of the rituals that we do.
So, as a visitor, would I be offered the opportunity to place?
Absolutely, absolutely. As you enter, you can also request, you know, there will be a kind of a thing that in some temple they keep it outside, some temple they keep it inside and bring it to you after the main deity worship. The worship itself, as you come in, as I said, when you enter the Garbhagriha, or you enter the main temple after the Jwadastambha, you go into the main deity, and the deities are all inside a place called Garbhagriha. It's a very much covered and exclusive only for the priests, because the place has been sanctified. The image that you see there or inside as the goddess herself or even the deities there next to her, they all are but made with granite or marble. These are the 2 main elements that they are allowed to bake these idols on a particular scientific kind of proven, and it is also significantly kind of very sacred. So nobody else touches those deities also, except the priest who are ordained for that work.
And sometimes these cabinets, if you will, made of granite, are closed and the deity is sleeping. Can you explain that a little bit? Because a visitor would need to make sure that they checked the times, because if they wanted to see the deity, they need to make sure they go when it's open. Can you explain that?
Beautiful question, and it has got a good, very valid answer of saying life is being given into that stone. It is a stone for many people. It could be a granite for many people, marble for any people. No, here we living entities. And we worship them by offering them food 3 times. We also worship them by giving them, you bathe them. You put not just water, you also bathe them with milk, yogurt, ghee, to make the fragrance of it, as well as even turmeric is used as though to protect the stone, as it is a living entity. What is a living entity? Eats, sleeps, washes, and goes up forward. So that is what is the importance of that particular question as to, do they go to sleep? Yes, they do. They wake up when we come back to our child and let the child get up and give it, first thing is to feed them and nourish them and then dress them up. That is also, it is called alankaram. And each of these priests, especially here in the Meenakshi temple, meticulous job of how they make the deities, change their garments every day.
So what other parts of the worship service would a person experience when they visited Arya Samaj?
Yeah, there are meditation. There are different types of meditation people can practice. That is also one way to worship God or to connect with God. The other thing is prayers, the just normal prayers, folding your hand, reciting the Vedic hymns with understanding the meaning of the hymns, or just you can pray anything just with your folded hand, sitting on floor or anywhere. So these are the ways to worship.
Your worship service, what language is it done in?
Mantra, we say mantras, means the Vedic hymns are in Sanskrit language, the one of the oldest and classical language. All the Hindu scriptures are written in that Sanskrit language. So we recite the hymns in Sanskrit. If it is needed, then we explain or translate it in different language, depends on what area we are sitting.
Can you clarify the understanding of the divinity or not of each of the Murtis?
Ultimately, there is only one entity present in all of us, and that is what we worship as oneness in the multitude of views and angles.
Thank you for clarifying that. I think it's important for people to hear that because there are some who might be intimidated to visit a Hindu temple because they think that it is a worship of many gods. And you have said it is a monotheistic religion that uses the images of historical idols to represent the different angles, aspects, personalities, aspects of God.
Yes, I explain it to my son and my other younger people as to when they ask about the same question. I say, to you, I'm a mom. To my sister, I'm a younger sister or an older sister. I can go to work, I can be called as an engineer, doctor, or whatever I am qualified as. So actions make you a different person, though you are only you. Similarly, the gods are also represented in a different forms and kind of the way you choose to pray to God. But an ultimate entity, it is beyond even the vision that you are experiencing. I thank you very much at the bottom of my heart. Joining my hands in prayer as we all say, Namaste.
Namaste. What do you hope people who view this video take away from this series, Welcome to Our House?
One thing I would say that the misconception or misnomer that Hindus have too many gods, that's not true. Hindus believe only in one God, one supreme God. They call Paramatma. And all other individuals which have a conscience is Atma. They have soul. Hindu religion is very tolerant and very welcoming. Anybody and everybody whosoever want to come and see how we do what we do, we are open to it. And we love to show that we are more welcoming. We don't want to restrict anybody for anything, as long as they show respect to the religion.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we welcome anyone who wants to visit Arya Samaj and any of our beautiful houses of worship across Houston.
Yeah,
so thank
you
you
will
so
find
much.
no temple bars anybody from coming as long as they show respect to the religion.
Well, thank you so much, Sushma, for being a part of this.
I'm happy to be part of it. Thank you.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.